Hi, welcome back to Prairie Quilt, and we've got more tips and tricks for you on your Pfaff embroidery machine. Today I'm doing it on the Pfaff Creative Sensation Pro 2, the most amazing embroidery machine on the market. However, I do have this tip will apply to all Pfaff embroidery machines since 2007. So the Creative Vision, the Creative Sensation, the Creative 3.0, the Creative 4.0, the Creative 4.5, the Creative 5.5, the Creative Sensation Pro, all those machines. This is good on it. It works for this embroidery. This also Creative 2, thinking about it. So the first thing you want to do, and what this tip is on, is how to take care of your when your embroidery unit starts squeaking. I mean, you think to yourself, I got to take that thing in and get it serviced. Well, maybe it does need serviced, but this is something you can do at home, and it's pretty easy, so I'm going to teach you how to do it here. So the first thing you want to do is take your embroidery arm and move it to the left. So I'm just going to touch the presser foot icon in my screen, and that's going to move my embroidery unit to the left. Then I'm going to go to my vanity, and I'm going to get just plain old Johnson & Johnson Q-tip, and I'm going to clean it out in here, in this little arm. And if you look down there, there's a metal piece kind of floating, and then there's a little cavity in there. If you were to pour a soda in here, it wouldn't get in the embroidery unit. This is all self-contained, so you don't have to worry about shoving it down in there where you don't want it, or it'll be harder on your machine. But what I want you to do is clean the piece of metal, the little guide, as best you can. And if you look in your embroidery unit, you'll see that the metal guide, your little arm has a little piece there that rides on that guide. So the way we're going to do this is, once we get that clean, we're going to use a product that is a synthetic grease. This is called Tri-Flow Clear Synthetic Grease, and it's really high quality grease. I don't recommend just anything. And we're going to put just a little bit on that Q-tip, and the whole goal here is, when you do this, is to put the least amount of grease on that arm as you can. So when you go in there, it's like playing that old game when we were kids, Operation, where it's hard to get in there without touching the edges. You want to get in there because you don't want grease all over your machine, but if you get it on there, it'll clean off with some 409. And then just rub that grease right along that top. And the worst part is right here, because this area here gets the most use. So make sure you get this well cleaned and lubricated, but the whole arm needs it. And once you get that recovered in grease, it'll sound like new. Now when you use your embroidery arm, it'll be as good as new. Thanks so much for joining Prairie Quilt and our discovery of how wonderful our Pfaff embroidery machines are, and how to make them last a long time and be enjoyable while we have them.